I'm Manus. I'm gonna show you what it takes to get out alive from some of the most dangerous places on Earth. I've got to make it through a week of challenges in the sort of places you wouldn't last a day without the right survival skills. Now, I'm in Sacramento, California, where the man-eating automobiles and bushes dominate the food chain. I'm gonna have to survive on the riverbanks and stay away from those hungry cars. Here I am exploring the wilds of Carmichael, a city in California. It's going to take a lot to get out here, as this place is known for its dangerous wildlife. I don't know if I can make it, but sure as hell am I going to try. I'm here all alone by myself. Nobody to help me out. This area is home to lots of dangerous wildlife. I'm 30 miles away from any civilization. There's no one out here to help me. People say this place is so dangerous, even the plants can eat you. The best way to survive in this area is not to die. Dying is the #1 reason people don't survive in this type of setting. First, you're gonna need to find food, shelter, but most importantly, water. Water is the most important part to surviving. You can't go 3 hours without having a glass of water in this heat. That is why I always remember to pack a water bottle with my camera. I mean, find water immediately. You always gotta watch out for plenty of predators. Predators are everywhere out here. Predators are hiding in the bushes, they're hiding in the trees, they're underground, especially the moles. The moles will get you every time. You gotta watch out for the moles because they'll drag you underground. So always be a lookout for any type of predator. Oh, I see something. Run! Okay, I think I saw what experts call a bunny rabbit. Now these things are ferocious. They take no prisoners. Have you ever seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? That's all I know about bunny rabbits. We really dodged a bullet on that one. I think we have found in the wild what they call a chlorine line. You see, this is what people could know as a tainted spring. Don't try to drink from this water because it tastes terrible.
God damn it. This guy's such an idiot, dude. We're in the middle of a freaking parkway. We're not 30 miles from anything. There's a house right over there.
You hear that? That's the call of the woo-woo bird. You see, the woo-woo bird is native to this part. Usually sounds like a trash compactor, but don't be fooled. It's a woo-woo bird. Watch out, there's a terrifying beast called the automobile. Mess with one of these, and you'll probably end up dead. The best solution is to just get out of their way and don't make any sudden movements. While these things will run you down and eat your carcass faster than you can say wallaby. Sometimes the wildlife around here gets a little crazy. So I believe it is the badgers that put up signs prohibiting them from having fun. The key to survival is parkour. You see, parkour will keep the predators guessing about which way you're moving. It's one of the best ways to not be predictable in your movements. Parkour will get you out alive. For these wild beasts, we can't be seen, or they'll probably eat us. Ooh. That's their mating call, the sound they emit from their windows. Here is the mating grounds for the automobiles. Now we gotta be careful here, because if they sense us, they'll likely be hostile. Whew. It's a dangerous terrain out here. We gotta be quiet, but we have to go through here because water is just on the other side. Here are the early stages of the automobiles. See, this is the young mating stage, but then they will grow up and look like that. It's an amazing process that scientists haven't even begun to figure out. Watch out, there are some fish. You can see them pedaling downstream. See, the river is a good source for both food and water. Let's go. Now we gotta be stealthy in order not to spook the fish. Birds! Birds! See, the birds hunt the fish. They're here. It's feeding time for them. Well, here we are at the watering hole. Here, this is where we get all our nourishment and drinks because of the hot climate that easily dehydrates us. Look, fresh water. It's amazing we found this type of stuff right here. Usually it's harder to find. It's a little hard to open because of survival reasons. Delicious. Well, we've gotten the water. This should last us at least 1 hour out here. So next is food and then shelter so we can survive the brutal nights. Well, I'm just gonna set this down here and my camera crew, I mean the wildlife will pick it up for me. So as you can see, all these elements are necessary. The car! It's seen us! Run! That was a close one. I wasn't sure we'd get out of there alive. But luckily, due to our intuition, we found a way to escape the beast that was hunting us down. Whew. But let's try not to let that happen again because I'm a bit winded myself. But as part of survival, you gotta be able to run at a moment's notice. So now we must start the trek to find food. That is our next goal. This brush is actually attracts predators that we must watch out for, like giant wasps. You see, giant wasps, they're like regular wasps, except giant. Alright? Now, the key to surviving on this hilly terrain right here is not moving too fast unless you're being chased by something, because this takes a lot of effort to get up. So you don't want to wind yourself in case you get attacked later on and have to fend for your life. And you want to conserve as much oxygen as you can, because you see there's a limited supply of oxygen in this area, and if you breathe too hard you're gonna run out of it.
A limited amount of oxygen? There's so much oxygen in this world, there's no way you could breathe it up. I mean, really? Come on, this is ridiculous.
Now, many people may not know this, but the brush scraping up against your legs isn't just by accident. The brush actually is eating you. So stay away from this stuff as much as possible. It's moving pretty fast at this time of the year. It's dangerous, can pull you under. And not to mention, you gotta worry about all the sea leopards. The sea leopards, they're the most dangerous part of the river, but the current is bad also. Now some people think this was man-made, this sign, but there are actually sentient creatures out here, nothing like anyone has ever seen. They are who makes these signs. They are called, of course, the engineers. I believe that is slang for death maulers. Those people out there, prime targets for sea leopards. They're dead, good as dead. I believe that right there is a snake of the spooky variety. The best thing to do is to slowly move back.
Okay, run away.
Or run. I'm getting a bit hungry from all that running. I believe it's about time to start hunting for some food. This is an essential part of survival. As everybody knows, you can't last at around 3 minutes without having a bite to eat. I'm near starvation and I've been out here a whole 10 minutes. Oh, here is a prime spot to find food. This is where all the prey animals hide for shelter. But little do they know, I have some tricks up my sleeve that will be able to catch them. Got it. First I need to clean it. Perfect. Delicious.
This is literally a dry creek bed. We found a bag of Cheetos on the ground. There's some stoners over there. You smell that?
Alright, now we have one more thing on our list so we can survive aptly. And that is shelter. This thing will protect us from the sweltering heat outside and help us survive. Without shelter, we're as good as dead when night comes. I can tell by the positioning of the sun and by the positioning of the numbers on my watch that is about to get nighttime. Now nighttime is very bad for us because the number of things out to kill you is doubled than what it is in the day. It's nighttime and it's really dark out here. We need to find shelter quickly because if we don't, there's gonna be something You hear that in the bushes? I heard something. There it is! Run! 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 It's a good thing I always carry a spare with me. This happens all the time. That's why you always need at least 6 hats with you when you're out in the wild. Well, that was a close call, but it's still nighttime and we still need shelter because we're not going to survive 10 more minutes out here if we don't find something quick. I found a way out. We must have come about 30 miles since we started, because that's how far the nearest civilization was. This is a relief, but we still need to find shelter from the heat. There are plenty of opportunities for shelter around us, but we must find the right one, because that's how you survive. You got to find the right one, preferably one without an alarm system, because alarm systems are nature's way of defending themselves. Right there is the perfect house.
This one.
Right there is the perfect house to use as shelter. Luckily for this type of house, I know exactly how to get in. To get into a house like this, you gotta say the magic words, "Open Sesame." While you're here, there are also plenty of things to take with you on your way. I'm Manus, and this is Manus vs. Wild.